was a time, boy, when I searched for steel. And steel meant more to me than gold or jewels. Steel isn't strong, boy. Flesh is stronger. And that is strength, boy. That is power. The strength and power of flesh. And steel compared to the hand that wields it.
Welcome everybody, this is Joe from Steel Forge and Fire Sword and Knife. Today I am going to be presenting to you the Gator tail from D Bad Designs, KHI, Nepal. In light that Thanksgiving is right around the corner, I guess at the time this is going to be aired. Message to our veterans. Veterans, we appreciate you. We thank you for all the services that you have given to this country. And in light, like I said, of Thanksgiving, we are thankful for you. And for all the veterans out there that are in despair, that are having a tough time getting through day to day, you're special to us, and there's a place for you here always. There's a number in my description for some people, some really good folks that can help you out there. Finally, I am getting into my Gator tail review. I've had this for a little bit, but life happens and couldn't really get to it. But finally I'm sitting down, standing up, and getting to this and showing you what I think about this knife. I'm going to be going out. I actually had to make up a new stump. I had to get a stump in order, so I'm actually calling it the Lav stump, okay, which is going to be going out. I'll take you out there and showing you what we got, and I'm going to be testing it. But actually, I don't even want to call it testing it. I'm demonstrating for you what this knife can do in my hands. Basically, this knife, guys, was designed by Donnie B All. I call it D Bad Designs. It actually says that right on the knife right here, if you can see it. If you're not, I'll show you on some close-ups over there, on close-ups on the screen. It is an actual representation of a classic, iconic Crocodile Dundee knife. Let's face it, guys, there's not a blade contour or a blade geometric that has not been done before, okay? Other than maybe like the fantasy knives or really radical designs and stuff, the core blade geometrics and blade contours have all been done before. So when you have a knife designer and just a concept artist like Donnie B All, D-Bad, and he basically goes in and he redesigned what he thinks the Crocodile Dundee knife should be today, I'm all for it. And I mean, collaboration between Donnie and the Kukri House, KHI Nepal, and just the experts that they are in terms of crafting designs that are put down on paper and putting them into reality, I mean, is simply amazing. I mean, collaboration between the two, we basically have an amazing piece of cutlery. It's very strong, very powerful. It's just a monstrous, very, very capable knife, and it is made from the Kukri House like they make all of their pieces to work out of the box. That's exactly what it's for. It's made to work. It's made to basically handle all of your hard tasks, okay, that you may have with it. Real handmade product, okay? And you can see exactly how they work on their knives. I mean, it's traditional. It's and I love, seeing that background footage of how they actually work on their knives. It just amazes me that people are still working on knives the way they do. I love the fact that this particular knife, no one else has it in the world, okay? It's mine, it's my own. And that's why I love handmade knives. I love the feel, I love everything about it, and I love the special care that they put into making these knives. So let's get into some specs here. So the country of origin is Nepal. It is a full flat tang, a massive tang that just pretty much surrounds the entire handle. I mean, very solid, very capable, and very durable. I mean, this thing is probably going to outlive me, the thickness and the construction of this knife. It's a very generous 5.6-inch handle. That is my favorite thing about this knife, guys, is the handle, okay? The way that D-Bad creates his handles, they are made to be comfortable in the hands. The handle, in my opinion, and many other opinions out there of knife reviewers, is probably the most important thing that you can have on a knife, okay? Even more important than the blade, because without a very comfortable handle, okay, that fits your hand, okay, and is comfortable in the swing, having a great blade doesn't really mean anything. It's about the grip and what you can do with it. It's about how it feels in your hand, because the steel on its own, okay, won't work for you, okay? The steel on its own, in combination with your ability and your strength and your grip on the knife, will make the winning combination of making a knife very, very capable in your hands. So the handle is extremely comfortable, extremely contoured in the hand. It is such an amazing design by D-Bad. Kudos to him for designing it this way. And that's pretty much true with all of the knives that he designs. He takes a lot of special care in making the handle contoured to the hand. I can basically choke it up a little bit over here to go for like maybe the finer cuts, which I'm going to try to maybe cut down some fat wood with it. It is just very, very versatile handle, extremely comfortable and contoured to the hand, and that is one of my favorite things about this knife. Also, the handle had said that it came in at 5.25. Mine came in at 5.6, which I'm not complaining. I like the bigger handle. The blade is 11.2 inches. It's a little bit longer than what's advertised on the site. 11 inches, pretty much same thing. It's in a very durable 5160 steel, pretty much my favorite steel, along with their 52100 tool steel that KHI Nepal uses in their knives. 5160 is so durable and so powerful, holds an edge, and you can really bang the shit out of this thing, and you will not see any problems arising in the blade. 6.5 millimeter blade spine thickness, okay? Incredibly powerful steel, okay, put together on this knife. It's a semi-polished 55 to 57 HRC, and it's a true Scandi grind blade. It has a beautiful, generous fuller, and it makes for the knife to be incredibly balanced in your hands, okay? And it's so well thought out, guys. Everything on this knife was so well thought out and so well thought out by D-Bad and so well executed from KHI Nepal. It's just such a winning knife, okay? In terms of design and function of this thing, it is really a beautiful piece, and aesthetics is gorgeous. It comes very close, guys. I'm very impressed that they came so close in their into the stats that they put into the advertising of the knife and what actually I got. It is a black leather, black Western style sheet, okay? Pretty durable, it does the job, okay? I love the fact how the clasp here basically doesn't block the knife. When you have to take it out, it kind of folds out to place to the side, and you're able to remove the knife very easily. It's got the belt loop right here, has the holster right here on top. I really do like, this is probably my favorite sheet that they make. It's, you know, like I said, nice generous leather stitching all around. It is really a great sheet to hold this knife, and I feel very confident basically with the knife in the sheet, and I feel like it's going to last you know, for a long time. And yeah, I have no problems with the sheet. I know there's some sheets out there that are a lot more beefier and more just beefier in terms of the leather, but for the price, guys, listen, this is a $155 Bowie, okay? It's, you know, very affordable, and there's so much bang for the buck that you get from products designed by D-Bad and produced by KHI Nepal, okay? $155 for this monstrous knife, and it's just, I have to just tell you, it is so incredible in the hand. It's so powerful in the hand, it's so comfortable in the hands, and it's just incredibly balanced, okay, in the hands, in the swing, and everything about it. It is such a bang for the buck at $155 for this Bowie. For $155 for and what they're producing and what you're getting in this monstrous Bowie, the design, the function, the contours, everything about it is a lot of bang for the buck that you're getting for that price point, which is excellent. I think it's an absolutely beautiful knife, in my opinion, and making it aesthetically nice in my eyes, and also making it so capable and such a powerful, well-made knife makes it great in my book. If you wanted to basically see exactly the story behind this knife and how it was, why it was made, and how it was made, and how it was where the concept came from in terms of Crocodile Dundee and all that, I'm going to link a description in the description Donnie B All Day's pilot video where he introduced this knife for the first time, and he explains what inspired him, okay, to basically producing this knife, and what inspired his decisions in how he made this knife, okay. He has many videos showing you demonstrations of this knife, so you can I would definitely recommend watching Donnie's videos to show his demonstrations on the knife. And I've seen many of Scab's videos from Choirboyz Cutlery, which have demonstrated many knives from KHI Nepal. And I gotta say, guys, I am very impressed, okay, from the knives that I have from KHI, from what I've seen from Donnie, and from all the dozens and dozens of reviews that Scab from Choirboyz Cutlery has done on KHI Nepal knives. I think they're very durable, very capable, and they're made extremely well. From my opinion and from what I've seen, they're incredibly made knives, okay? So I think you could be very confident in ordering a knife from them, knowing you're gonna have a amazing piece of craftsmanship in design and function on these knives. And that's my first-hand account for my own use, from seeing Scab's videos and from also seeing Donnie's videos firsthand. And they demonstrate the knives, guys. They run them through the mill, which I'm gonna try to touch upon that when I get you over to the stump. Okay, everybody, welcome to the Lav Stump. Now, as you can see, I kind of rigged something together, and if you watch my channel, you know I rig a lot of things together. There were a couple pieces I kind of matched up and put together, put a little bungee cord to make it hold. Started up with some bamboo. I had some bamboo left. It is drying up, but it did some, you know, pretty quick work of the bamboo, which I didn't think it would have any problem with, and that was a lot of fun. Here I'm doing the Donnie B All Day drop test, and 4-foot drop test, and you can see how incredibly balanced this knife is. I mean, it's a heavy knife, but look how incredibly balanced it is. Look at this last drop. Absolutely perfect. Right in, bit right in with that really wonderful point. Here I did some hard wet downward throws, and again, perfectly balanced. I mean, it is I can't emphasize enough how absolutely balanced this knife is. Beautiful. Showing some close-ups of the point here. Obviously, I don't foresee any damage whatsoever. I did some very hard stabbing motions. I didn't have any cardboard, but I did it with the wood. But pretty much all my might, stabbing motions into the stump, into the Lav stump. Wiggled around a little bit, give a little pressure on the point. I mean, listen, I'm not trying to abuse the knife, guys. We don't abuse the knives here. We just basically see what they can do in real situations, okay? Again, showing you the point, no damage to the point at all, no rolling, no bending. I don't foresee anything happening with this blade. It is really a very well-tempered, very, very tough steel, this 5160. Showing you the handle grip, basically how your the handle contours to your hands, very comfortable, very balanced. Here is the paracord test. Now, little disclosure, guys, I did put my own sharp edge onto the knife. They did come, you know, very sharp. It did come sharp out of the box, ready for use, but I felt like I needed a sharper edge. Here is the Cold Steel Recon 1. I am going to be doing a review on this pocket folder. It is really a fantastic pocket folder. It's one of my favorite pocket folders that I carry right now. So I did some more cuts there. You notice it bit right into my hand. That shows you how sharp this blade is right now, that I kind of just braised it a little bit and it just bit right in. Here I did some slicing with some fire hose. Obviously it had no problem kind of getting through that. Did some downward chops with the water hose. Fire hose definitely would not work. Downward chops with the water hose. Really a lot of fun just using this, chopping things up with it. It is a chopper, guys. It is made to basically chop things, and that's what I was allowing the knife to do. Here is a standing chopping test, right through in twain, son. So here's basically what you guys wanted to see. Here is a pressurized wood, piece of wood from Home Depot, 2x6. Brand new piece of wood, not weathered, not weak, you know, right basically from the factory to you. So you're going to see now the incredible bites that this knife is taking, okay? I mean, listen, the knife does a lot of the work. You obviously have to have good, edge alignment, which I kind of went off-center here and there. But if I was kind of centered on each one of my cuts, look at those bites. I mean, monstrous bites that this Bowie is taking. It is such a well-balanced, hard-hitting tool. I mean, look at this. Quick work of getting right through this. I mean, I actually wish I had some logs to go through. I think I could definitely cut through a small tree with this. Look at the incredible bites that this thing is taking. I mean, really quick work of this. Like I said, I did this test with the Preacher, and I feel like I did this in half the time than I did with the Preacher. And the Preacher is an amazing cutter. So really a lot of fun chopping around with this thing, guys. Also because it just feels so good in the hands, and it's comfortable to use. And when you have a knife with this much force and this much presence, and it's comfortable to use in your hand, it just makes it for a pleasure. Here's the death blow pretty much coming in pretty soon. Couple more, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think it's this one right here coming in, and there she blows, guys, in twain. Absolutely fantastic. So much fun to cut with this Bowie. Showing you my accomplishment on camera here. Amazing power cutter. That's exactly what it is. You could hopefully you can visualize what you can do with this thing. If you're a bushcrafter, or if you're in the woods, or you need to process wood, it can definitely take care of it. Now, speaking of processing wood, my first choice would not be this big, huge Bowie to, make a fire with and process some fat wood. But I just wanted to show you that, I mean, it was hard to do because it is heavy, but you can see how it is, with the sharp edge that's on there and the force of this knife, it kind of just went right through this fat wood. I had, you see the feather sticking there, absolutely no problem because there's so much weight behind it. I think at a certain point, I actually just chopped it because you know what? It is a chopper. So I just chopped the feathers sticking off, and it worked just fine as well. I mean, not many knives can you just chop the fat wood and still have feathers sticking. And again, this knife did definitely benefit with the extra, the sharper edge that I put in. I went in with a 25-degree convex edge with my workshop. Look at those curls. Look at those curls that this thing is getting. And most of the time, I'm just chopping it into place. And this is definitely a capable knife. If you're in a pinch and all you have is your big Bowie, and you need to process a fire with some fat wood or whatever, it'll definitely do the job. But I do recommend, if you're looking for a different level of sharpness, you may need to sharpen this knife. Not to say it's not capable out of the box. It definitely is, and it definitely has an amazing workable edge. I just have a different level of sharpness that I need to be at, starting from my katana to my buoys to my pocket folders. I have a level of sharpness that I desire on all of my blades, but it is doing a really great job in processing this fat wood. A knife as big as it is and heavy as it is, I was still able to get some really nice fine cuts with this Bowie. A couple more cuts there. You see the curls that I'm producing with this fat wood. It's doing a great job. Here, just kind of show it to the camera, show you some curls. But if I really wanted to make a fire with this thing, get a couple more sticks of fat wood, I could definitely make a fire with it. It's probably the quickest I've ever processed fat wood since then. I mean, since I've been started doing fat wood fires. Here's some batoning. Obviously, no issues with batoning with this thing. Again, guys, listen, I am a novice at this thing, at this whole bushcrafting thing, but with my novice abilities, this knife really made it easy for me to do these demonstrations and these tests, and it was a whole lot of fun really using this knife and chopping things up with it. Couple more chops here. And you're going to see I just made some really fine sticks out of this. I don't really have a good batoning stick, so kind of just working with whatever I have here. A lot of improvements I got to make on these tests, guys. But, I'm learning, and I'm just kind of using what I got right through, guys. No problems. I was barely, pushing that knife in. It was doing all the work itself. Superior edge, geometry, and just everything. I mean, if I actually took a nice swing at that, I could have definitely got that right in half. I just got a little lazy there and just batoned the rest of it. Okay, there are the fine sticks that it made up. Perfectly clean cuts, no problems at all. Alright guys, this is an amazing knife. It handled pretty much everything I threw at it with no problem. I mean, you could do a lot more. I know Choirboyz Cutlery, if you check out his reviews, Scab, good old Scab, I mean, he does a great job in testing out these knives, but I don't really need to go further than I have now. I mean, paracord and all that stuff is BS. Went through the fire hose like it wasn't there, splitting it in half. It's just, but the most impressive thing is just basically this pressured 2x6 that I cut into. I also did a test on the D-Bad Preacher. As comfortable and as capable a knife that is, I just felt like this was even more comfortable in my hands. I just felt like I had more control, much more force into the cut. And I was able to get through this 2x6 in almost half the time. I mean, it was pretty amazing. I mean, I honestly said that when I picked up both these knives at the same time, I had said that I felt more comfortable with the Gator tail in my hands. I felt like it was just more like an extension of my hand. The weight and balance of it, the girth of it, just the extra real estate in the handle and the blade. I just felt like this was so much more comfortable to me. I mean, I love the Preacher, don't get me wrong. The Preacher's one of my top knives of all time. But I just feel more comfortable with this, and I was able to get through the cuts of this pressurized wood, I think in half the time. Felt very comfortable, and throughout the entire process of everything I did, cutting the bamboo, cutting the pressurized wood, the comfort in the hand is, I'm wearing gloves because it's a little chilly, but you don't really need gloves. It's very comfortable in the hand throughout every demonstration, every test, that I kind of put this through. No fatigue in the arms or anything like that. I felt like the knife did most of the work, and I kind of just guided it through it, just to give it a little bit more force. So really, really fantastic knife. Well done, D-Bad. Well done, KHI Nepal Kukri House, with another very well done knife. Kudos to you guys. Job well done. Mission accomplished to bring in the Gator tail, new and improved. Love this knife. Batoning, no problem. I mean, it's just really amazing and very capable, solid, monstrous Bowie. Built very well. So there's your D-Bad Bowie. And Joe, why don't you take it back into the studio? We'll finish at the stump for today. And here we are back in the studio. Thanks, Joe, for that fantastic cutting by the lav stump, the new lav stump, makeshift lav stump. Unlatch here. I love how this unlatches and kind of pushes to the side, so it's not like kind of in the way, and it's very easy to kind of unsheath the knife, okay? Really good quality sheath, just enough as far as what you need to keep it stored right, to be able to carry it right. It's fine. Can you get a better sheath? Absolutely. You can order a Kydex sheath from them. You can get a better quality sheath from them. Sky's the limit, guys. You could do it on your own, whatever strikes your fancy. But the sheath that this comes with is perfectly fine and suitable for its needs. It's designed well. It comes in and out very well. Fits very snugly. No problems whatsoever. I think it's absolutely fine. This is the Western sheath, the leather Western sheath, okay? So I actually cleaned up this girl. All right, she was a little bit of a dirty girl, but I got to tell you guys, and if I can get this focus, it'll be fantastic. Wait for that. Okay, if you can see, the edge is absolutely perfect. A couple little scratches on the tip, normal wear and tear use, but the edge, I inspected it, is absolutely perfect. No rolls, no chips, nothing at all, and it's crazy ass sharp, guys, all right? I shed blood for you guys. I shed blood, okay? It's definitely very, 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 very sharp, okay? No problems at all. with the edge after doing all that hard cutting. Now, if I had lived near a forest, I would be chopping down trees and going into logs and stuff like that, but I don't have that luxury. So I worked with whatever I had, but this did a great job in handling everything that I did, and as all and throughout the entire process, incredibly comfortable in the hands, okay? That is a trademark of D-Bad Design knives, okay? Very good. This doesn't surprise me, guys, because this is a really good steel, and I probably don't need to do anything with this edge other than maybe hone it a little bit. Very, very happy with this knife. Do I recommend it? Absolutely, I recommend it. I think you should definitely give a shot to one of the D-Bad Design knives or one of the Cookery House knives. I think they do a fantastic job. Is there going to be a lemon in the mix every once in a blue moon? Of course there is. I mean, it's a knife company. I mean, you're going to get a lemon. You buy a cold steel, you're going to get a lemon. You buy, I bought an Avispa and I got a lemon out of the box. But you know what? I found that the customer support is very good. They respond to me. They take care of your needs. And if they need to send you a new knife, if they screwed up, they'll take care of it. That's from what I found and what I've heard, okay? So from my experience and from what I've seen, you got a winner here, guys. The Gator Tail from D-Bad. Definitely recommend it. Give it a shot. And if you don't like this one, you don't like the contour, because it's you know, it's an individual thing, take a look at what else he has in his collection, and the fine kukris that obviously that they're known for, that they make, which are outrageous, which I've reviewed on my channel many times. But the KHI Cookery House D-Bad Design, that's what I got for you guys. That's all I got. And also don't forget, we got Blade Talk coming in, okay? Probably coming up this week with Scab, okay? Blade Talk with Scab and Joe. We're going to try to do like a pre-Thanksgiving Blade Talk with you, all right? So until I see you, when I see you guys, next knife, next sword. Signing out. See you later. Love you all. Ciao.